Hello?
Hey,
Hey man, how have you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So just like last time, I'll record it for you, okay?
Yeah.
So, what's happened since last time?
Well, that was like what, a year and a half ago. So that like last season, it was like I was tilted last season. Last season I go up, go down. Eventually I quit the game for like 2 months because I felt like it was so bad playing. But this year
Mm-hmm.
in the preseason, I came back to playing a lot, and basically the same thing happened. I go up, I go down, and then I realized that if I disable chat, I just climb, and that's what's been happening. So I just started
Yeah,
disabling chat. Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
that's the
for
biggest
a
thing.
lot of people, chat can be very, very, very distracting.
Yeah.
So,
And with this season, I feel like AP items suck.
yep,
So
I
compared to
agree. They
AD
are really
items,
shit.
so
Yeah,
before I used to always go inspiration. And I know like haha and everybody in EU still use inspiration, but I feel like for some reason I couldn't make it work. So I switched to absolute focus gathering storm
yeah.
for
To try to
like
get some of the AP back, right?
yes, and so it's been working because every time I verse like a shield bow champion or like some type of AD champion, like if I go inspiration, I feel like I don't have enough AP to like bust through the shields and healing. And with absolute focus gathering storm, I feel like that extra like 50 AP at 20 minutes, I don't know, like helps me
Yeah,
out a lot. So that's
yeah.
what I changed.
I think that makes sense because that is the same for example, Oriana and Syndra. They have similar thing right now that Scorch is a lot worse than what it was last season
Yeah.
because you have lost a lot of AP. So you need to get that AP back. So I think that makes sense. I also think that EKKO wasn't too reliant on inspiration. Of course, inspiration was good, right? But
Yeah.
it's not like you needed to have it. Like some champions need to have it or they just don't function, like Twisted Fate.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think that makes sense. It's a
Also, another
fine reason.
thing, you don't really need inspiration anymore because now you could one shot the wave at level 7
Yeah,
if you have like 120 AP, and usually you don't get it every game, but like by level 8, you'll get it anyway.
yeah,
So it's like inspiration's not needed that much. But I guess for me, the biggest thing is I feel like the early game for me is still the hardest. Like if I'm versing like a harder matchup or somebody who knows what they're doing. After the early game, if I like didn't lose the game yet, then the game is pretty easy for me. But yeah, it's like my biggest thing.
hmm.
Like
So
the game
what game?
we're watching. Scroll down right below the last loss. The versus Zier. Yeah, that
This
one.
one?
Yeah, like this game was like like you're gonna watch this game and be like, this is like disgusting. But like people say, oh, like Zier is like Echo is easy for Zier. I mean,
Well, that's if Azir has no hands because Azir should shit stomp
oh yeah, that's what I
Echo
mean.
early.
Yeah. So like I talked to like haha and they were like, yeah, you just jump on a Zier, you beat him, you outscale, whatever. And every time I play versus Zier, I feel like I don't win. Like I feel like the laning phase is so like cancer and hard to
Yep,
like play. And
yep.
then in this game, the Zier rushed Merc Treads, and that just removes my champion from the game. So I don't know, like
I
this
mean,
game, like
it's the same for when you pick Echo into Syndra. If the Syndra is really good, then
yeah, it's hard. Yeah,
obviously she will abuse you early, and then
yeah.
yeah, if
So
you
that's
are 20
my
CS behind early, then you don't get alternator, and then you don't get
yeah.
kill threat.
So that's like my hardest thing, like versing matchups like this, like knowing what to do if like the guy is just like pressure me to, because I'm like down 30 CS by the end of the laning phase to like this Azir, and it looked like the game was
Yeah,
doomed, but we ended up coming back. But yeah, that's like one of the hardest things because like in this elo now, people pick like Lucian mid, all these champions that are like AD. Like the only AP champions people pick in mid now is Silas, which is not the worst thing for Echo, but they buffed him, so it's kind of annoying. But other than that, they pick like Kiana and like Kiana, all these AD champions. Yeah.
Renekton maybe.
I haven't seen a Renekton
Or-
mid, but
Okay.
yeah, like those champions would be so hard for Echo to play against because they
Yeah,
just counter.
nobody wants to play Oriana, Syndra, and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen like a Syndra in like
Yeah,
months.
yeah,
So yeah, I feel like the
makes
entire
sense.
mid lane meta is bad for Echo if you're versing like one of those champions that builds a shield bow or like a Gale Force or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I agree. I think AP items are pretty bad. I do think, though, that your champion isn't hit as much as others.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because, like, mages, for example, have an even worse time. So at least your mythic item is not that bad, right? So,
Well,
of
yeah,
course, it
the
was more
biggest
OP at
thing,
start of season.
yeah, the biggest thing why with Absolute Focus Gathering Storm, and then you get like the 100 AP from Nashers, it's like really strong. I feel like once you get to the 2 items.
Yeah.
But I feel like the meta right now for mid lane is, oh, you get 1 item, you win the game. But EKKO sort of needs 2 items now, in my opinion.
Mhm.
But it's
Well,
been
what
working.
I think is important is that, like you mentioned, Azir will bully you, right?
Yeah,
So the whole deal is that the reason why Echo beats Azir is because Echo can get on top of Azir.
yeah,
And if Azir uses Q to fight you, then he can't really dash away that good.
yeah,
But then you need to be able to actually pressure him, right? You need to actually deal damage. You need to be able
yeah,
to tell him, like, yo, get the fuck off me, right?
yeah,
When you get a base like this, it's like, this is not as powerful as, for example, Alternator, right?
yeah.
So ideally, you get this here on your first base. That's like what your plan should be.
Like staying in lane the
So,
entire time till I get
yeah,
alternator.
like, yeah, obviously, if you're gonna fuck up the game by doing that or lose so much by doing it, then obviously it's bad. But that should
Mm-hmm.
be your goal, right?
Okay.
You can't go Dark Seal D-Ring base versus here. I think that's really bad.
Okay.
Because it's like you TP back and then, okay, well, you don't have enough damage to kill him,
Yeah.
so he's just going to keep poking you. So I think your bases are a little bit random. So like this kind of base, right? If this was a base for free, of course it's good. Free bases are always good.
Mm-hmm.
But we will see in the game. But yeah, my goal would be to try to get Alternator first because it's just the biggest damage, right?
Yeah.
And be able to hurt the Asir because if you don't deal damage, he has no reason to stop poking you.
Yeah. My thing is like I feel like I don't know, I guess it's like Echo related. I just always back for a Dark Seal or a Dorans or a Dark Seal, whatever. Because I feel like if I get that early, I get some stacks on it, and then it just makes the game really easy.
Well, you should get Dark Seal. I agree.
Yeah.
Dark Seal is OP, but the thing is, it does not give you mana. It does not give you anything. The only good thing about Dark Seal is that it gives you stacks.
Yeah.
But you could ask yourself the question: when I have Dark Seal Amp Tome, should I really get stacks? Right? Like, I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Agree.
I don't think you'll be able to get stacks. So I think if you go Alternator into Dark Seal, like let's say your next base is not that good. Like let's say
Mm-hmm.
you have like 750 gold, so you can't get Blasting Wand.
Yeah.
Then okay, you buy Amp Tome Dark Seal or just a Dark Seal and Pinks or something, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. But it should be like a filler base. You know?
Yeah. In most games, I don't go alternator first because of that reason. Then you have to wait 850 gold to get blasting wand, and if you like fight at the base early, then sort of have an awkward buy.
Yeah. It's just that if I'm Echo and I see you get Dark Seal Amp Tome, I don't care, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
like you're dealing a lot less damage with that than Alternator.
Yeah.
So Corruption Potion is obviously good. You need it. So
Yeah.
nothing special there. So he has Comet, so that's like the worst for you because that's just gonna hurt you the most.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's annoying for you that you have Fiddle because that means you can optimize into MR, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
for free basically. So lane starts, you don't hit the wave, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
What do you ban, by the way?
What I ban? I usually kind of ban junglers now. I don't remember what I banned this game, but if I'm gonna ban a mid laner, I ban like Lucian or Silas. I ban Silas if my team has like ults. I think I banned Silas this game because I have fiddlesticks and stuff. I don't want Silas
Yeah.
to get those art.
Yeah.
But if not, then I ban
100%.
like Lucian or like maybe Kiana sometimes.
Yeah. Now, already like straight off the bat, right? The only time it would ever make sense to like auto this minion is if it's to save my Q, but you end up using Q anyways.
Yeah, yeah,
So don't you think it would be better to just back off and just Q them all,
yeah,
right? Like for example, you could auto one of these each to set them same HP and then Q them.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's gonna end up pushing anyways into you by hitting you later on. So this feels like a little bit of waste. Because I just lose HP for no reason, and if he was good, he could auto you another time.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like the main thing early games, just looking like how do you take your damage.
Yeah.
So here you realize you can't get that creep, so that's good. You back off. Like here again, like what was the point in that, right?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I want to try to get to this on my first base.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be that easy, but the fact I've already lost 100 HP is not really making any sense, right?
What about? I know that's like a lot of gold to get. Like if there's like a scuttle fight, then I'm sort of forced to go to it, right? And then I will never get that
Yeah.
back if like
Yeah,
we
of
fight.
course. I mean, that's what I mean, right? Like, I can't stay in lane with this much HP and no potions just because I want to get Alternator.
Yeah.
But my goal should be to get this.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do decisions that helps me get to this. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean I'm going to fuck over the entire game. You get it?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm playing Malphite versus Renekton top, I really want to get Bramble Vest, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what I'm afraid of is that you're taking so much damage for no reason. Because you should be taking damage, but you should be taking damage to make the wave push to you or to get minions.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you take damage here, I don't mind, you know?
Yeah.
I think you could have taken less because you could have queued them all and
Yeah,
set them
yeah.
up probably better. But in the end, taking damage here is whatever. It's understandable. You're getting gold, and I want you to get gold.
Mm-hmm.
Now, taking damage here doesn't make sense
Yeah.
because you're not achieving anything. And same thing here. There's no minions that's gonna die now, and you know that he's gonna get level 2 of this melee. So the only thing you should do now is just stand back and just let him push.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you're gonna get harassed under turret, but you would get harassed under turret anyways.
Yeah.
And now you just get free queued.
Mm-hmm.
So now we lost a potion already, right? For no
Yeah.
reason. And then, of course, we're never going to get Alternator then. Because this did nothing good for you.
Yeah.
It's not like it was pushing to him and now you made it push back to you. Because if that was the case, then yes, this would have been good. But it was already pushing to you ever since here.
Yeah.
You know? Here it's already pushing to. So yeah, just change your mindset. Like, okay, just chill. Like, there's zero reason. Like, no matter the matchup. Like, the only time this would ever be good for you is if him harassing you means he uses a spell that allows you to fight him.
Yeah.
But you're never going to fight him here. Even when you get level 2 here, you're never going to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice. Nocturne can't move, so.
Yeah.
Because obviously this is painful.
Yeah.
But this we can't do anything about. But it feels worse because we have 1 potion left when we should have 2 potions left.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Graves didn't even end up taking your blue. Since the icon is still there.
Yeah. Because he was scared of Nocturne.
I don't know. I think he just decided to punish Nocturne. I don't think he should ever be scared of Nocturne there. Nice. Now I would look to just hard push this. So if you look, I'll say the reason why. So if you see now, Graves is hitting Crab right now.
Yeah.
And they have no CC to ever kill you. Right? So I would just look to hard push this way. Because if they gank you, then you would just run down here and then E over, right?
Yeah.
And you would be fine. Because this to me seems like a free push out. You just throw Q, you get level 2. I mean, not level 2, you get level 4. So 2 points in Q. And you just push, because they can't kill you here. Because, like, look at this fight you do. Boom. Nice, good chunk. Fiddly spot side. So I'm pretty confident that you can just walk up and start smacking minions, and Graves is going to be here right now. Obviously, Graves takes Crab fast because of the pushback he has, so he breaks the shield. But you should be safe. and there's no reason to hold Q anyways, because wave is pushing into him, so
Yeah.
you might as well start killing creeps. Because he has to do a lot of trimming here, and he can't trim in time if you're spamming Qs. Now Graves comes, you are fine.
So like now my wave's in a bad spot, right?
It's kind of bad, but it's fine, because if you look at it, like it looks bad, but it's on his side, and if you look at the HP of your minions, it will bounce to you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just bad at this very moment, but that doesn't mean that it's bad forever.
Yeah.
Right? If you look at it now, yes, it's going to be bad for these couple of melees, but wave will push to you. So it's not the worst. You shouldn't feel forced to start pushing here, because you only have to overextend for this creep. So yeah, because I think this is pretty big mistake, because you can't actually kill these casters without using Q. So I think blowing WCD and stuff there is bad. Like, you should of course want to kill it, but I wouldn't Q the entire wave. You know?
Yeah.
You
I was trying to crash it.
Realize, you just need to realize it's gonna push to you. You don't have any reason to crash it now. And this is what I mean. I'm pretty sure you are set up for an alternator base here, because what's gonna happen now is he's gonna build a wave, and as long as you farm that wave in a turret, you will have alternator. Because this wave and next wave plus passive gold region, you will have alternator.
Do you think alternator is good for every game, or just this one? Like versus like.
I think it's necessary in this game.
Okay.
And I think it's always good. Like, it's of course a good item, right? Like, there's nothing that's going to give you more damage than alternator. And Dark Seal doesn't help you in lane.
Yeah.
It just makes it so that when you get kills, it's better. But like I said, you shouldn't get kills at 4 minutes as EKKO.
Yeah. Agree.
So I would rather have the Dark Seal be purchased like after alternator.
Okay. Interesting.
Because I think it's more important to actually get the kill than to get a little bit stronger when you do get the kill.
Yeah.
And yeah, now you're just making it harder because it's pushing slower to you and everything. And you don't have W for no reason, basically. So yeah, your jungler is just chilling now, just farming for free. Again, you take damage for no reason. And good players, like, what do you think EKKO should like call right now when you get this low? And he's building big wave. Yeah, exactly. So your mindset just has to be here when you see that your wave is good. Like, okay, so in the replay, right, you think it's fucked, but it's good because it's on his side and it's same amount of minions, and the next wave will meet and it'll push to you.
Yeah.
So your mindset now just has to be, you have to understand this is going to be a huge wave. Your objective is to get that huge wave. The only way they can deny that wave is if they kill you on a gank right now, or if they dive you. So you want to not take any damage. You don't want to walk up like this, and you should be taking a lot of damage right now.
Yeah.
He's just getting mind controlled because he thinks EKKO is here, not EKKO, Fiddle.
Yeah.
Because if you are SC right now, you don't have any vision here because of the pink. So he might be thinking Fiddle is here. Because when I was here now, I ping help. Now I ping that we will dive you. And then of course you won't get alternator because then you will die. So now we should just hard push and base as well. So that's good. Now, obviously, he's spacing, so if you now go and take another wave, he will TP back and he'll freeze on you and you're fucked. So yes, recalling now is good.
I think he TP's bot, yeah.
Yeah, so then I would stay and push. Because now I have the time to push. Like, you have 3 points Q, so you kill the wave in 2 Qs here. So yes, recalling is good because he can TP and fuck you here if you stay. But then once you see that he's TPing, right? Because you see a call here, you need to push. It's super good for you to push here. Then he loses a wave for his TP, and you get alternator.
Yeah.
Because the only way your recall here will be good is if you have time to recall, heal up, and TP back to both.
Yeah,
but you
that's
should
what I was
always
trying to do.
assume. Yeah, but you should always assume that an early game fight only lasts 5 seconds. You know, like this fight will never last long enough for that to happen. So now you have shit base.
Yeah.
Because, like, look his base, right? Imagine you have Alternator. How useless is these 2 items for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at competitive games, if you watch Victor, you will see a lot of Victors, they don't buy Tear anymore. They just buy, like, Doran's Ring and Amp Tome or double Amp Tome, because if they go Tear, they don't have any AP and they just get rolled over.
Yeah.
They don't fucking have any punch. So I think, honestly, like, GG, honestly, if you have Alternator here.
Mm-hmm.
How can he play? He has 1 potion, you have 3, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like, I think at least you have reason, which is, like, it's good that you have reason, like, that you want to try to match the play, but it's just an early game fight will not last that long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're basically saying that you hope that in 15 seconds you can be here and change this.
Yeah.
That won't happen. Might happen 1 out of 50 games. Meanwhile, if you push now, you 100% deny my wave.
Mm-hmm.
100% get a good power spike. 100% get EXP lead because he loses the wave. Meaning you'll get 6 and he will be 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that would be really good. And you'd also keep your teleport if you pushed the wave.
Yeah.
Meaning you could TP and make your own play because, okay, he made play here. Good for him. All right. Well, for the next 5 minutes, you are able to make a play that he is not.
Yeah.
So it's not the end of the world that he TP'd here. Obviously, it sucks, right? Feels bad, but that's what happens when he gets first push, right?
Yeah.
If you can't handle that, you shouldn't play EKKO. You should play Tristana, Twisted Fate, and Lucian every game,
Yeah.
or Renekton mid. It's normal that he will have TP window now. So you just have to accept it and push out. This was super good for you that he TP'd.
Yeah. Like now, I feel the game gets hard because I can't fight him anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, it's hard now. Because of course, if you jump in now, you don't have 6 right now.
Yeah.
So it would be bad, and he would Shurima you, and you'd get fucked. But now, once you get 6, here I think you do a pretty big mistake, because the issue right here is that it's good to fight him, but if you jump in, you have no way of getting out, and you don't have ult.
Mm-hmm.
So my thought process here is he has 1 potion, meaning if I do 1 trade, he's fucked.
Okay.
So I see Graves. Good. That's really good for me. I see Graves. That means that I can fight him, but I need 6. Why would you use your trading tool to get 6? Right? Because to me, I see this. If he commits to a trade with me, right? Look his mana.
Yeah.
He will burn his mana. If I trade again after, he's fucked.
Yeah.
So here I would just walk up, get 6 of this, and then I would fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Probably deal like this much damage or something, right?
Yeah.
With Alternator, probably like this, because the proc and the extra AP. But yeah, with your item like this, and then I would run out. Maybe I would lose the trade a little bit, right? But I have more sustain.
Yeah.
And I don't suffer off the mana issues that he has. If I'm a C right now, I really don't want to trade.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I'm at the point with my mana now where if I commit to a fight, I will be after. He also doesn't have teleport, so it's fucking bad for him to fight.
Yeah.
Because the issue is, you just took this HP while dealing nothing. This is like a fucking bully, okay? He's like school bully. Right? If the school bully just every day, you go to school, you just get bullied over and over, and you do nothing. What's gonna happen next day?
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Right? You can't just go and tell fucking Principal Fiddlesticks there you're getting bullied. You have to fight back.
Yeah.
Right? You jump on him, you fucking knock his teeth out, and then if he brawls back, you fight him on next cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just sit here and just take it up the ass, then what are you gonna do? Right? Can't do anything. you're just gonna get fucked over and over and over again. See, he has push, you can't do anything, you're just saying to Fiddle, I hope it doesn't int. Because here he decided to fight. Look how much damage. What changed? Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no difference here and here. Like here, the only thing is you're not 6. So
Yeah.
here, just get level 6, hit this minion, get level 6, don't use your trading tool. Right? If I'm playing LeBlanc, I'm not Wing this minion.
Yeah.
I can't trade. Auto, of course you're gonna get chunked, but then you jump on him, you know where Graves is. It's really good time to fight him. Then you back off, he probably chunks to you, so you use a potion, and then you jump on him again.
Mm-hmm. I think we lose this.
No, of course it's 2v3. You literally had 1 HP, var det?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, you're 1 trick, you obviously knew.
True. Yeah, now these are like bad backs. I don't get any stronger.
Yeah. It feels like shit, because you are like so close to the actual good item. Because you just don't deal damage in these fights. Like, I wouldn't mind if you had Alternator and then a Dark Seal. Because, like I said, I think Dark Seal's a fucking good item.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I played EKKO versus Silas, and I can't imagine playing that matchup without Alternator.
Yeah, you don't do enough damage to outmatch the heal.
Exactly. Here I would look to roam and then recall. So like here I'll just be like, okay, if this is gankable, I would go. If not, I just get Alternator. So they look to be pushing, and now they back off, I just recall. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So this is fine. Like it looks that they are trolling in the bush, so works out. But if let's say you see them 100% just leave, just know your other option is to base.
Mm-hmm. Do I back instantly now, or do I walk back to lane?
No, now you'd lose wave, so then you should not fucking base.
Okay.
Like then it's just troll. The reason why this is a good base is because you lose nothing.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's the trade-off here by basing is you lose pressure on the map. So of course, if Fiddle starts dragging, you should stay. Of course, if you think you can kill these guys, you should stay. But I'm just saying in the future now, if you don't see any play to make on the map, and you see your junglers just farming, right? You don't see a reason why you should be on the map now for 30 seconds, then just base, because it's really good to get Alternator.
Yeah.
Like, just look at the Janna thing, for example. Right? You lived here. If Janna had Scorch, she would kill you.
Yeah.
So you're going to have the same situation. You're going to have a time where a guy lives on 100 HP after full combo. You're going to be like, fuck, if I had Alternator, I'd kill.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty big deal. So I would never drop a wave for like nonsense. So the faster you get to mid wave, the faster you can keep Asir in lane, the faster you can prevent him from roaming. But my entire mindset here is to get to mid wave, one-shot it, so I can go an A-ram with my team on Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really bad to stop here moving and to do this and stuff to lose a wave in mid. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the map right now, you just kill the MF, okay? And Jenna might even blow some. No? Okay. But she's really low. 2 people dead. Do you really think your teammates needs you
No.
on Dragon? No. I don't think so. I think the only thing that matters here is if Asir maybe moves. So don't you think that you should use E here and just run to mid lane? You might not want to run like this. That depends how Asir is positioning, right? Like if Asir walks topside, of course you can run through here. But if he stands like this, then yeah, you walk like this. But then you can drop a lane ward, see Asir, you can one-shot mid wave, and then you can follow him.
Yeah.
But why drop a ward? Why drop a wave to now get stuck here? Because Asir knows you want to re-enter lane. So if Asir just stands here now, you can't ever enter. Right? He just keeps poking you. Now your teammates have to come and you're just losing a wave.
Mm-hmm.
See? He does just that. So you're just losing minions.
Yeah.
And you can't enter. So now you're starting to lose next wave as well.
Mm-hmm.
So all Azir needs to do now is to understand this is dangerous, and he just stands here and keeps bullying you, and you're just perma-fucked. So of course here he's trolling, right?
Yeah.
But we can't say what we did is good because of that.
Yeah.
Because like you're starting to enter an elo now where you're playing versus mainly humans.
True.
Wow, Grace is smurfing.
Yeah, this Graves is like 10-0 soon.
Yeah. Fiddle got this, no? Oh, close.
Yeah, now I just lost the next like 3 waves too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So, yeah, so this is where I lost all my minions. Yeah.
Yeah, it's where you lost all your minions and the lead because you randomly got kills bot lane. Like, it's like really random because they, like, what I was thinking is that, yeah, I would also push and I would also roam,
Mm-hmm.
but here you're just lucky that MF decided to recall in the bush while she's getting bombarded by SS pings. If she just ran to tower like Janna did, she would be fine.
Yeah.
So, but you ended up getting kills, which, okay, cool, that's good, right? But you need to get back to lane.
Yeah.
I would rather have us not do dragon if it means I get 2 waves and my team gets to push and base.
Yeah.
Right?
I think this play made me lose like 4 waves.
Yes. So if I have to help my team do dragon here, I'd rather ping off dragon and not do it.
Yeah.
Because what does dragons do? Well, they don't do anything until you get soul.
Yeah.
Do I know that I will get soul in this game? No, I don't. Right? Like, the score is 5-4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do know is that if I get fed on my one trick, I will 1v9 the game.
Yeah.
So I need midwave. And if my teammates gets killed by Graves and Janna, then they are bad. Because that's a 3v2. Now if they get killed by Graves, Azir, and Janna, yeah, that is maybe a problem. So then the question is, can I keep Azir in lane? And I think you can, because if you run here and you ward here, then you would see Azir.
Yeah.
Because if he runs this way, you'd be able to match him. The only way he gets to dragon before you is if he gets to take this path.
Mm-hmm.
In which case you can fight him there. And if you cannot fight him, well, then we should not be doing dragon. Then you should just ping it off and run it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a 20 minion swing.
Yep. And all the EXP.
Yeah.
We see Graves. Nocturne is getting fucked over and over. I would take a small look to just see like what's actually happening top lane, right? Like, remember that like after you take this wave, right? Like, look top lane right now, look bot lane. Like your Nocturne is 10 HP perma, so if you can just run top lane just to catch a wave so he can base, that's already a huge impact. Because like you're just standing here.
Yeah.
And that's like so bad because you're on cooldown, so you're never gonna fight him. So it's better to just like run up here so he starts bombarding Akali with SS pings.
Mm-hmm.
Because then she might leave Nocturne alone, meaning he can base. And if she doesn't leave Nocturne alone, well then maybe you can roam, right?
Yeah.
Maybe she's 400 HP right now. Who knows? It would make sense if she's low, because look,
Yeah.
Nocturne, right? So here you're kind of lost in the game, which is really bad because you actually got first push, right? Which is like surprising. Look, you killed his entire wave. Next wave hasn't even spawned yet.
Yeah.
So it's like really good roam timer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Fiddle is going to get 6 any moment as well. Should get 6 of any camp right now. So if you run top here, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he just got 6. Fiddle. So yeah, this was pretty bad, all of this. Because, like, let's say you realize here that, like, oh, okay, top is not gankable. Well, you could just run back mid down. You'll get back in perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at the base when he got Tear and Dark Seal, and you could have gotten the Alternator, you were for sure winning. Now I think it's hard because now he has Merc Threads, he also has more potions, and he's starting to have AP, and he's level
Yeah.
ahead. So at this point, yes, there's not much you can do right now to win because I think he legitimately outtrades you. So yes, at this point it's very hard. But it wouldn't be fair for us here if it was easy for you right now, right?
Yeah,
After
yeah.
all the fuck ups. But at this point, you just have to wait for him to fuck up, basically, and that sucks, right? Because that means if he's good, you just can't do anything.
Yeah.
But maybe he like hugs the wrong side, Fiddle can get the ult off or something like that. But I would look to reset after this wave to get my potions back and Alternator. Let's see if you do it. Yeah, you want to, then you realize that it's not canon.
Yeah. And he
If
left,
anything,
so
that's good. Yeah. He left to 3v1 top for some reason. Yeah, this is really, really good for you that you get this base. I really hope you base.
I was trying to help. This is really bad. I remember what happened here. I couldn't kill this John.
She is so fast with Susness.
I think I kill her. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see if you could have done anything earlier, because ideally we are joining their play together with them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think Fiddle just walked in without you, maybe. I mean, first of all, like, ideally you should already be aware. Like, you would have based if that was a cannon, right?
Yeah.
But you already know that this is a cannon.
Yeah.
So you already know that the two next ones won't be cannon.
Yeah.
So either you are not thinking like that, because I'm already thinking at this point that when I lose my next potion, that I really want to start looking to base.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, this is a cannon wave. So I will base after the next two waves.
Yeah.
Because what I think is that when you kill this wave, you shouldn't start pressing B or looking to B, because you already know next is not cannon.
Yeah.
So instead, if you just walk up right now, right? Don't you think that's better? And see if you can cheese this wave.
Yeah.
Because if you can cheese your way up here, like if you walk like that, then you can start one-shotting the wave already, then that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
To do it faster. Now, obviously, it's only specific champs you can do that against. Like if you do that versus LeBlanc, you will just die. Versus Zed as well, he'll kill you. But
Yeah.
versus like mages, you are relatively safe to do that. But yeah, except for that, there's nothing else you can do. I also don't think you should clear this pink, because your goal is to base. So if you want to join the play, you should just run to the play. If you want to base, you should go base. There's no point. This pink doesn't do anything. If anything, like when you come back to lane, right? Asir should also look to base. Because if he doesn't base, then you're just stronger. So when he bases, you can take this pink anyways. So that's like pretty waste of time. So just run to the fight and then be like, okay, I can't fight, or you realize you can. That's up to you, right? But you shouldn't hit the pink. Missing Q and everything is just unlucky. Like, she's so fast. Not much you can do that. Here you should have just ran, but you didn't realize TP and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't see TP.
Like in general, like when people TP and stuff, like just leave. If Akali gets nothing from this TP, that's already great.
Yeah.
It's like now if you just run, then it's fine. So he should base here, so you get free push out. He doesn't base, maybe he TP top, not sure. But this is pretty good for you. Now the question is, can we use this to anything? Like what I mean by that is, can we maybe dive bot lane here? Like your Fiddle has R. So like that's something I would look at. It's like Akali is top, no TP. My mid laner is dead, right?
Yeah.
Can I dive bot lane? Because you guys are really OP champs when it comes to diving. Like it doesn't matter how behind you are. The main thing is like when you're behind, it's mainly about it's harder to get the opportunity to dive. But if you have the opportunity to dive, it doesn't matter if you're fed or not. The dive will work. So yeah, I would try to set up something with Fiddle now. Like I'd hard push this wave, and I'd look to dive bot lane with Fiddle. And the way you do that is, so you said you hide chat, but is that from you typing or?
No, from reading what the enemy is typing. I mean, from
Okay.
what my team is typing.
Yeah, so you can type, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then why don't you now, when you realize, okay, I have really good dive tools, right? I don't want you to dive now, because I think taking plate the next wave is fine. Because I think also if Janna doesn't roam, you get 2 plates.
Yeah.
So I think all of that is fine.
I don't even get it.
I mean, you'll get to the next wave.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine. But now, like, while you're waiting for this wave, you can write, let's dive bot. And then you push and you ping on your way. And then you can see, like, because you don't need chat for that. You can see how does Fiddle react. Does he start running top? Well, then, of course, we can't dive. But does he do crab and then come with you? Then we should dive. It's a good dive. If they win when you guys are 4 and they are 3, because maybe Grace is there, right? Then they are just good, right? Like,
yeah.
That's what MF is doing now. Is fucking crazy. So yeah, Fiddle ends up killing them, so it's nice. Again, you need to be on mid-wave faster. Like, you cannot take off. There's no point to sit and cheese here. I think it's crazy So this is fine. Now you need to realize bot play is over, and you need to get back to mid. Because it's crazy now to sit here and try to cheese Akali. Azir is here, Graves is around this area. Right?
Yeah.
Because if you just run to mid now, you can just stand here, throw a Q on the wave, right? And then 6 seconds later or something, just throw a new Q, right?
Yeah.
And that's so huge. You have mid push again. Because when you sit like this now, and Azir does what I said, so Azir walks up in lane, then you're again zoned just like you were on the last dragon.
Yeah.
Because this is like nonsense. What are you doing? You don't have Nocturne ult, so now they just walk past. Imagine they do this, and you were in mid.
Yeah. Then they lose
You'd
the
one-shot
wave.
the wave already,
Yeah.
and then you could just roam anyways. Or TP. Or they would turn and be like, no shit, we don't want to lose this.
Yeah.
Right? He said, now you're losing for no reason.
That's going to be a bad play. I greeted my flash here, and then... Okay.
Because you could have TP'd to this if
I
there
could
was
have
a good
flashed.
fight.
I could have flashed autoed, but I...
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I don't want to waste it. And then this grave just kills everybody.
Yeah, I don't think your job here is to zone them 1v2. You know?
Yeah.
Your job here is just to tell them, like, hey, if you guys roam, you're going to lose a lot mid. And then if a fight happens bot side, you have teleport for that.
Yeah, I could have just gotten plates for free.
Right? So this good, because there's nothing to do mid. Now run to mid. And just stand here. Your teammates are doing a play here, so wouldn't it be nice if Akali thinks she can kill you and then she starts trying to dash on you and you just dash away?
Yeah.
Your job is not to sit here. Your job is to delay them, sit mid, pressure. So why are you trying to save this guy? So look, she's long gone. Right?
Yeah.
And now midway would be dead, and you could roam down to river to kill Azir anyways. Because of course, yes, you should have flashed and killed him, right? That's bad and all, but... I don't know how strong Akali is.
I think she's pretty strong. I can't fight her.
She seems to be strong, 2 levels above you. Okay, well, it looks like she's dead.
Oh yeah, that was worth.
Yeah. Yeah, she ended up there somehow. I like the sweeper. I think sweeper is really OP on EKKO. Sucks. I think it's fine. Like, this game is like I said, like, it's really crazy, right? Like, top is losing really hard, you're losing really hard, so it's not like you can sit back and play slow and get carried.
No, yeah, this game turns into like a fiesta of just going for kills.
Yeah, because you guys kind of have to. Because if you try to play it slow, there's nobody that's really going to carry you.
Mm-hmm.
So just understand that it is complete fucking int what you're doing, but it's good in a game like this.
Yeah, because I don't have a choice. I have to get kills
Yeah.
or shutdowns.
Yes. But you only have to do that because there is no win condition.
Yeah.
Because if your fiddle is doing good, your nocturne is doing good, then you're a complete ape to
No,
run
yeah.
around now and die. Because we don't need 4 people to be fed.
Yeah. I feel like I should have went for MF in that play before going for Azir.
Yeah, because he's so low.
Yeah. I think he would have
Yeah,
died to Fiddlesticks anyway.
Yeah. He's so low, and even if he doesn't, it's just better to flip that he might even die, and then you can kill her.
Yeah.
What's your next item? Nashers, right?
Nashers, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried out
do
both
think-
Lichbane and Nashers for like a long time this season, and it just comes down to like Nashers 30 AP is just so much.
Yep. I do think, though, that when you guys are this AP heavy this game and you're so behind and enemies so ahead, they get to buy MR for free, so I would consider Void Stuff second.
Yeah.
Because it's like the AP from Nashers doesn't matter when Void Stuff just deals more damage.
Yeah.
And you're not able to use the Nashor's dueling fact, like the attack spin stuff. You're not able to use that in a game like this because you're so
Yeah.
behind. So I think that, yes, if this was a game where you're even or you are ahead, Nashor's is good. But since you're so behind, you should just go Void Stuff.
Mhm.
Because otherwise you'll never get Void Stuff this game.
Yeah.
And they will continue to buy MR. I don't think that you'll ever make it to this top fight. So I think you should just rage push bot.
Mhm.
Because you see the fight is taking place away from you. You know? So like you get that guy because he lived on 10 HP.
Yeah.
But the fight itself, you are not really doing anything. So it's like similar thing to the bot lane thing, you know? Like Akali here, I don't think it's you killing her.
Yeah.
I think it's your teammates. So like, yes, you got gold, but I think that you rage splitting bots would get more gold.
Mhm.
Because we're talking about 2 waves,
And
turret,
tower, yeah.
their jungle, and then even maybe another one, right? So it's just about the concept that when you are side lane like this is basically the map. Unless you're playing champions like Talon, right, or Pantheon, then of course you can join this. But it's just the fight started. If you look. So here you are moving, which is good. I think it's very, very good to move while he's hitting your wave. Because if you move after he killed the wave, then there's no way.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine. But it's just like, the fight's over now in my mind.
Mhm.
You know? Like, enemy team is chunked and chased, and you guys basically won this now. See, I just don't think you bring anything to this. Because we did what, like 300 damage to Akali?
Yeah.
So like obviously it like for stats it turned out good, right? But
Yeah.
I think that you should always assume that your teammates win this when you just see the engage. Like just look at the engage and you're like, wow, we won this.
Yeah.
So I think already now you can just like go and push bot lane.
Mhm.
And then if Akali all ins your bot, well then she has nothing if she TP stop, right?
Yeah.
And then you have ulti, so you shouldn't ever die to Akali. Because like you spent 30 seconds here to join this.
No, yeah. I was so scared my team would lose.
Yeah, but when the game is fucked like this, you have
No,
to trust
yeah.
your because the game's already doomed, so you have nothing to lose. So I would have viewed this as a chance to get myself back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would get so much more from going bot, especially if you think about it EXP wise.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you look here, your EXP starts like this, and you don't even get a level
Yeah.
when you got like triple shutdown. So yeah, kills are really bad for EXP. Okay, that guy's inting. Nice. Fiddle is so fucking OP. I swear this champion is so crazy. It's not a better champion in the game. Maybe Misfortune. Holy shit, she got a banger ult. No.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Because yeah, like I said, like this guy, Void Stuff, is out damaging Nashers. Void
Yeah,
Stuff is
yeah,
out
yeah.
damaging Nasher. Void Stuff out damaging. So versus Graves and MF, yes, Nashers is dealing more. But I think, for example, I think it's really weird that this guy has Tabbies.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess for
Um,
Kaisa, I don't know.
yeah, but it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
Because yeah, Galio, Fiddle, Echo, even Nocturne gets hurt by Mercs. Which is fair. So we clear some vision. You use your timer well, like you push wave and then you go and you roam in case something happens. So this is all good.
Mm-hmm.
You sweep to make sure you're not on vision. You remove the ward. That's good. I think, however, that instead of running in like this, you should continue moving fog because he doesn't see you. They don't know
Yeah, yeah.
if you're actually joining the top play because they might expect you to go to Akali, right? So
Yeah.
I would run like this
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe E over here because because I agree that if you run over here with sweeper, Fiddle will face check and
Yeah.
that's bad. So I like that you're moving up with your team. I just think that it's pretty pointless to do this
Mm-hmm.
because what you could say is, yeah, but maybe I can jump on this here. Yes, but if he's that fucking bad, right? Like
Yeah.
he will have to let you jump on him, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's you can't expect that, right? So I think if as here's a melee champ, I think what you're doing here is fine because yeah, you can easily get on him, right? But as he should never let you jump on him here. So I would just clear the ward and try to move like this.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can cheese my way there. So now you and Nocturne swap places. He goes to match Akali. When Fiddle goes to farm, you should farm as well. Because if you guys fight mid now, it's already bad.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
his farm timer is your farm timer. Because we need to understand, why are we covering here? Well, because you just pushed out bot, so you have nothing to do bot, so we might as well cover in mid, get some vision down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody ins, maybe we can get a pick. Makes sense. I agree. I think it's good. You being mid now also gives you guys mid push on this wave. It's good. But then now, you guys already got mid push. Right?
Yeah.
And even if we didn't get mid push, Fiddle is on jungle camps now, so we should ping back and leave because now it's Akali's timer.
Yeah.
You can't just sit mid forever. Because now you're saying, oh, let's go fight 4v5.
No, yeah, I'm just babysitting.
Yeah. So now Fiddle goes from, oh, I want to farm to, oh shit, I have to leave and babysit.
Mm-hmm.
So instead it should be like, okay, I use my timer. We didn't get anything. Sucks. Okay. Ping your team off and go top. And then
Yeah.
look how your teammates are adapting. Because you should at least try to do the correct thing. Like if you ping them off and you start running to top and you see that they're still egoing on enemy in mid wave,
Mm-hmm.
then okay, you can turn and hover again. Right?
Yeah.
That's fine. But you should try to be able to get to top. But you don't even try to. So then if we're stuck like this, well then you and Fiddle will never get gold again for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Same with Nocturne, right? Because this has nothing to do with you.
Yeah. I could have just been top.
doing Baron or Fiddle is pretty OP. Because the guy that has to come and ward will always die. So I don't mind the Baron call as long as you guys turn. Yeah, I also don't see the point in having TP up if you're going to be so afraid of farming.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard for you to carry games or deal any kind of damage. Because Azir is perma-farming mid, and then you're just stuck here watching Kai'Sa farm and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, what are we doing, you know? Why are we mid lane?
Yeah.
When we could have pushed top and just went mid. And then you could sit an ARAM all you want, because we're not losing farm. Nice, poggers. Good flank. Not much we can do here. Akali is R, you don't have ult, so. I think Mages is fine. Like, you guys are not in the best position, and also they don't have champs that can actually kill you. Like, this is a pretty good EKKO game, actually, I just realized. Like, they have, like, 0 CC. The only thing that's annoying is Janna, obviously.
Yeah.
But they don't have, like, Skarner, Malzahar kind of shit, right? So, it's a good Mages game, because if you die, you're pretty much boosted. So that makes sense. So, Azir can't kill you, but he's bot. So you don't see Akali, so you decide to not go for next wave. That makes sense. If you go top now,
this
then
place
you can...
was so tilting. I feel like we could have wiped them. This was good though. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have good position. Oof. That was really clean.
Here they just do so much damage. And we were waiting for Nocturne to ult. And he never ulted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck Nocturne is doing, honestly.
He's pinging Dragon or something.
Yeah, but he sees enemies on Baron. I don't know.
I feel like I shouldn't have went for a Azir after buying. I should have just went for a Graves or...
Yeah, you have to play it slow. Like, now you use everything. Now you take a little breather, look at the fight.
Yeah, I went for a Azir. I should have went for Graves or Akali, I think. Then
Just
he would
go on
never
whoever...
ulted me.
You should go on whoever Galio goes on. That's the
Yeah.
rule. Like, the person that your teammates CC, you go on in a situation like this.
Yeah.
Because, like, it doesn't matter if this guy ults you, because if Galio CC'd him, he can't ult you.
Yeah.
So then you shoot. Then you can go on Azir. So just wait for Galio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is all good. Perfect. Now you see Galio's ulting. So wait for your Galio to go in. Wait for your Maokai to W. Wait for your Leona to CC. Right?
Yeah.
Then you just kill that guy. Because this guy still has ulti. So no point to go on him.
Yeah.
She just got popped. Wow.
I hate the collector.
This Graves is so fucking 1v9.
It's so hard to time your ult to the last second if they have Bone Collector.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, right? Like, games like this is really hard because you can win all the fights you want, but in the end, you're winning fights where they pushed first. So it's like we can't actually do anything after winning the fights, right?
Yeah.
And you can't really be proactive because you're getting beaten inside. Like, usually you'll be able to 1v2, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't because you're so behind. And that's why I keep saying that early game is so fucking important. Because there's not much you can do, you know? Like, you kind of just have to hope that they're inting.
Yeah.
And even if they do int, like here, for example, let's say MF ints now, you lost your inhib, so it's not like we can really do anything.
Yeah.
That's why, for example, Hoho always climbs so high because he would be like low 17 right now, and
Yeah.
you know, he'd kill anyone inside, and then he can play through side. And also, join team fights. While you are running around like Janna. Did you just mid-air ult? Yeah, you did kind of. Looks like it. Because like there, right? Like I said, we just want to fight. But back
Yeah,
to
you
tower
can't-
defense.
Yeah.
So I think again, like in games like this, you have to trust your team because you guys are in this together. Like this game is fucked, right?
Mhm.
So what I mean by that is I would not sit and hit super minis with Kai'Sa bot lane. I am trusting her to not die to a Graves because if you die to a Graves, you are really shit at the game.
Mhm.
Because a Graves cannot kill you, like realistically, right? Like it's not like it's a Zed.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
this is a Zed, then yes, you have to protect Kai'Sa. But I am trusting her that she's not going to walk up and auto attack Graves.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is, why would you guys spend 30 seconds, both of you, to kill this wave when you can now run mid, kill it, so you can actually do something? They have 2 people dead,
Mhm.
right? Do you want to spend the time of 2 people being dead and just clear waves? No, we want to kill this wave so we can run into their jungle, see if we can kill Akali. Maybe we can kill the Janna roaming around, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I can push out top lane to fucking here, so we never have to go top lane again for the next 1 minute. Right? Do something. Because if Graves kills Kai'Sa here because you didn't hover her, well, she can go fuck herself, right?
Yeah.
Because you could already have killed midwave and now run top. You could have stayed top lane, push it out fully while your team was there, right?
Mhm.
You could have tried to kill Akali. You could have tried to do something useful. Because here, just running here for her wave, it's just troll.
Yeah.
You have no gold to really base for. Like, yeah, you're kind of low, but you have 2 people topside.
Mhm.
I think best play, if you ask me, is just to run top with your team. If Akali 1v3s for you guys, well then, right? Sucks.
Yeah.
Because I think if you can push out this and then you saw Graves spot, if you can push this out fully, now enemy needs to stay top for a long time. If they need to stay top for a long time, that allows you guys to push out this fully.
Mhm.
But you need to do something. 2 people are dead. Yes, you can't end the game, but you can at least do something. So only base here if it's actually necessary.
Yeah.
And yeah, think twice about helping her do this. Better you just one-shot midway. Because you see, it's annoying now, no? Look, Akali's here, pushing.
Yeah.
When if you did what I said, I'm pretty sure you could have pushed it to here. If Fiddle and stuff covered you, right? And then now Akali's here, and then you wouldn't have to be there, so you could push out mid fully. Because these guys were still dead.
Yeah.
And now you bought like 2 minutes of stall time in a game where you guys are farming inhibs. That's really good.
Mhm.
Instead, you guys are getting pushed out everywhere. See, Asir's now here, Akali's here. You guys are all cramped up here. So you have no time to make any picks, because by the time we get to bot, Akali's already hitting top.
Yeah.
So they're all topside. Oh, this Grace is so fucking 1v9. Holy shit. There's nothing you can do about that, though, sadly. Like, look your base, right? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why when they die 2 people like that, they should get so punished. You should push so fucking deep. Like somewhere, wherever you can. Like, for example, if Akali can legitimately 1v3 you guys top because you guys have no ults, then at least you push bot lane all the way fucking here when there are 2 people dead and Akali is top. So that you guys don't have to deal with shit like this.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking awkward that, like, now you guys want to do Baron and you're fucking losing your entire base.
Yeah, we lost that fight. We would have lost the game.
Yeah. And I think you'd lose the game anyways if you
Yeah.
lost fight there. But we shouldn't lose our base like this.
Mhm.
And we shouldn't have to all recall and panic after winning a fight. Unless there's a Tryndamere in your base, then of course, then we should be scared. So Nocturne is like terrorizing the game for some reason.
These guys are just one shot.
Yeah, I mean, Kai'Sa is a weak champ. Okay, Grace is completely win trading. This guy is like bipolar. He is like complete 1v9 and then just complete troll after.
Yeah, the Graves was like 7-0 at one point. That like one dragon fight.
Yeah, I like this. You're having none of it. You're not fighting. You're just
Yeah.
fucking getting out. So yeah, to like summarize the game, like in early laning phase, don't take damage for no reason. Like it's so important because you never know when you need that one extra potion to get another wave for alternator, or maybe you need a HP in a 2v2, right, or something.
Yeah.
It's just pointless. Like there's times where you want to take damage, like you wanted to push to you, or you're going for a creep, or you're baiting a spell. Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. But repeatedly taking for free is bad, and I don't know why you're doing that. You'd know that better than me, but maybe, for example, you think a creep is dying, but just like look at minion HPs and you will realize, right?
Yeah.
Like when you get chunked here, you obviously know that first melee in the second wave gives level 2.
Yeah.
And if you look here, not a single minion of his is dying right now.
Yeah.
And you're still just standing here, egoing on him. Then he's level 2 and you're like, what the fuck? He dealt 200 damage? No way. Right? And then the thing about Dark Seal, like Dark Seal is good when you can snowball. Imagine you're playing Zed, right? Imagine you're playing Zed, and let's say Dark Seal existed for Zed,
Yeah.
right? So it's an 80 item. So Zed starts Longsword, meaning 750 gold Dirk.
Yeah.
Dirk is basically the AD alternator,
Yeah.
right? Now, do you think Zed would be very good with Longsword Dark Seal instead of Dirk?
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
not, right?
Uh-huh.
Would feel shit because when he all-ins, if he doesn't have Dirk, he's like 100 damage less combo. Same for
Yeah.
alternator. If you lose a kill because you don't have alternator, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna jump on a seer like 3 or 4 times before you kill him. Having alternator in those trades is super, super good.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Then after, you can go Dark Seal because of course it's a good item. Mage Ice is great on EKKO, but it's very rare for you to get a kill early game when you buy the Dark Seal. And even if, let's say, you get a kill, now you have the same AP as alternator anyways. So
Yeah.
you still didn't snowball compared to alternator. And then like here when he gets TP timer, like I think it's really nonsense to think that you will be able to change the fight when the fight already happened. The initially recalling is of course good because, like I said, if you start pushing now and he TPs, then you're fucked in lane. If he TPs too late, but when you see, they should be like, oh, thank God he TP'd, and then you push. Make sense?
Yep. Okay.
Because you have the luxury here that you have good wave clear. There's champions now that legitimately still have to recall, like for example Veigar
Yeah.
or Vladimir, Kassadin without having his E stacked. They all suck at wave clearing here, but you clear so fast. And like this fight's just unlucky because Janna happens to be there. And then now just know that second option is to get alternator just for future games to just recall if you don't think you can kill.
Yeah.
And then here, like we already killed them and stuff. We don't really have ultis on you or EKKO, so if you don't think you can win fight, then we shouldn't do Drake. And if you want your team to do Drake, well, then you have to run mid anyways.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
really fucking bad that even if we get this Drake, it's really bad if we get this Drake and you lose a lot in mid.
Yeah.
It's
This
not
is
worth
where
it
I
at that
lost
point.
everything.
Yes. So don't hit the Drake or anything if it means you can't get mid wave. Just run up to mid lane, drop a ward here, and take the wave, and then you can go and chase us here if you want and stuff. But because this made you so behind.
Well, yeah, that's the play that like ruined the game, I guess.
Yeah, it just exploded the game for a Cloud Drake. And like I said, Drakes, they don't do anything. Gold is everything in this game. Gold and EXP. Right? It's much better if you guys get gold and the XP and ahead in your lanes, then you guys get 5 seconds off your ulti.
Yeah.
Because again, the soul is what matters, and you getting the first Drake does not necessarily mean that you get soul.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, do you have any questions?
Not right now. That was really good because I was wondering. There was a point in the game where I was like, I'm down 40 CS to a 0. When did this happen? And I just thought that literally that one play, I lost 4 waves, and that's literally caused the entire game.
Because it's normal to be 10, 15 CS down. It's completely
Yeah.
normal. Because sometimes you have to drop CS, because otherwise you lose too much HP. But you should not be down 40 CS.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is the reason why. Like, you got a good roam timer, yes, that was good. You roamed. But then you have to get back to mid lane.
Yeah.
If that means that we can't get Drake because they will fight, then you have to ping off Drake.
Mm-hmm.
You are not some support that can drop waves over and over.
Yeah.
Right? Like you told me, EKKO needs 2 items.
Yeah.
Get those 2 items then, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're already lucky as fuck. You just got a random kill. Get back to mid lane, push the wave, and then go do something.
Yeah.
Use your E to get back to lane because there's nobody here to kill you. You have vision.
Mm-hmm.
Because this made the game so fucking like the game just blowed up for no reason. You guys have like complete level 6 wombo combo team comp, right? And with a team comp like that, is usually you do one play, and then it's like nothing happens, and then you do a new play.
Yeah.
Because you guys are waiting for ultis. You guys don't have ult and fiddle. Like, it's crazy to like do dragon and be like, hey guys, come fight us.
Yeah.
Because they will gladly fight. Like, you guys don't have fiddle ult, don't have EKKO ult. So yeah, I'll stop the recording here.
Yeah.
As usual, I think that your fight thing is good. Like your fights and stuff. There was only that one time where you should wait for CC before you decide targets. But in general, like EKKO mechanically and team fights and stuff, you play well. Like there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
It's just it's hard for you to break into a challenger when you are not in a position to carry in a lot of games.
Yeah.
Because you're just running up being like a cleanup instead of actually being a carry threat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just about mentality. You just need to know that if you get golden XP, you're good. Doesn't matter what your teammates say. They are not playing mid lane. They don't see the things that you see, right? If you go there and you push mid and then somehow Fiddle dies a dragon, it's his fault for not backing off the dragon.
Yeah.
And it's low chance that will happen because I'm saying just go mid for 5 seconds to kill the wave and then go to dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Fiddle is gonna die because you went mid, he'd most likely die anyways, just like what happened. Because what are you doing? You are both useless, right?
Yeah.
So